For the best in community radio, tune into Codebase Radio 24/7. The best DJs, the best music, the best chat, and the best special events around the clock. Follow Codebase on Twitter, search for Codebase Radio on Facebook, and get the full rundown on all our great shows at codebaseradio.net. Join the fun and tune into the mighty
Codebase Radio.
Here we go.
I mean, the morning has gotten away from us.
Whoops. Already fucked it up. How do you like that?
Baba Booey.
Okay.
Wow.
Here we go.
Codebase Radio presents On Hold with Matt and Jesse.
What's going on? It's another episode of On Hold. I'm Matt Ryan. Hope everyone's doing good. Listening in the on Codebase Radio. Go on the Stern Superfans chat. I don't know if it's even open yet, but it will be soon. Joined by Jesse Switzer. What's up, Jess?
Hey now, how's it going, Matt?
Not bad.
Great
Freezing
week,
in
huh?
Massachusetts. Great Stern week, but
Hell yeah. I gotta congratulate you first of all on the monster plug that you did on the Stern Show on Monday.
thank you.
Yeah, it's funny because I was working that morning and on my first break, I was walking up to the break room and I put the app on, and the very first thing I hear, I mean, it was like queued up perfect, was your phone call, and yeah, it was like perfect timing. So, I'd like to start off.
Funny. I was sitting on hold, and I don't know, it was like at the commercial break, and I'm like, all right, if I get on, because I had a feeling he was going to pick me up, because I said Gerard Butler was a good interview, was what I said on to Brandano, and I don't know, while I'm sitting there on hold, I'm like, you know what, I gotta mention that I sent in that clip, and I hadn't planned on mentioning the show, but once he played the Jay Thomas thing, I was like, all right, I gotta say this, and hopefully he won't just cut me right off. So
Sweet. Well, why don't we hear that right now? Vic, if you could play A1.
for anybody that didn't hear this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the morning has gotten away from us. Robin.
Yes, it has.
Matt, you're on the air. Real quick, come on. We've got to move along. We're going to do a little news for you, then we're going to get out of here. Go ahead.
Hey now. I just want to say that Gerard Butler interview was great. And I thought of something while I was on the phone. Remember that Jay Thomas thing last week of Jesse from San Diego?
By the way, Robin squirted during the Gerard Butler interview.
If it were possible, that would have happened.
Remember the Jay Thomas thing, Howard?
Do I remember it? Yes.
Yes. Well,
You're talking about this, I believe. Wait, let me see.
This kid, Flacco, is...
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Is that guy Jesse on line 2?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, put him on. I'm going to take care of something that's been happening internally for the last fucking 2 years. Hold on. Put this guy on. Hey, Jesse of San Diego.
Yeah.
Don't call here anymore. You call all the fucking shows. Go get a fucking radio show. Don't call us all, okay? Call anybody else's show. No, I don't want you on. No, all you do is call fucking radio shows. Don't call this fucking show. You're like some sort of fucking phone whore or something. I hate seeing...
I don't know why Jay took off on that guy, but
you know what, Howard? I sent that in to you guys. I sent it in to JD, and you guys played it the next day. But Jesse got asked to do a radio show because of that, and I'm doing it with him, believe it or not, about callers.
Where are you doing that?
Well, we do it live on this thing called Codebase Radio, where there's also a podcast called Stern Nation about you.
Oh.
But we had our first episode last Thursday about callers into radio shows.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was a great job, Dan. And what's also good, what was also awesome about that is Sal and Richard actually took that prank phone call and did the ultimate honors of making a prank call with that. So,
yeah, and I'm convinced that that clip was or the guy in that call has been in another one. I mean, maybe it's somebody they know is gonna get pissed off, so they used it. That I don't know where I've heard that voice, but I know he's been in one of those calls where they play sound bits from people.
All hillbillies sound the same to me, man.
Yeah.
So let's play that one. Let's play that one
Okay.
for those who haven't heard that one. A2.
Hey, we took Jay yelling, and then listen to this. You ready? You'll like this then.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesse,
Yeah.
don't fucking call here anymore, all right? You got it?
Hey, cowboy, won't you hang on about a damn minute? You don't talk to me like that over the phone.
You're a pain in the fucking ass.
Hey, back up, fella. I don't like to be talked like that. Now, if you want to talk to me right, you can talk to me. Not, I'm hanging up on you.
You were on the fucking Martha Stewart channel talking about biscuits a week ago.
Who the hell's Martha Stewart?
All you do is
Hey.
call up to hear your fucking voice. What do you do? Do you record it and play it when you're jerking off?
Hey, you're a lying son of a bitch.
We've told you 100 times, don't fucking call here anymore.
I ain't never talked to you.
Go get a fucking podcast or some shit.
I'm going to get a podcast, you son of a bitch.
You're like some sort of fucking phone whore or something.
You're crazier than hell, you son of a bitch. I ain't going to listen to this shit.
I hate seeing your fucking name on the goddamn screen.
Man, you're crazy. Man, you're crazy.
Hey, don't call here anymore.
Okay,
awesome.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
You're a pain in the fucking
Who in the
ass.
hell is that guy?
There you
That's
go.
awesome.
Now, Matt, I think I know where you heard that voice before. It sounds like that lady that they pranked on with Bigfoot.
No, you think that was a lady? I think that was a guy.
No. This was a guy, but the accent sounded exactly the same.
I don't know. To me, that guy's voice sounds like one of them. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was the Riley one. One of the Riley ones. I don't know. If anyone's out there that thinks they know where that voice is, call in. What's the number here? 443-687-8456. Call in and add to this craziness.
Now, as you were plugging, like, were you worried at all that Howard would have just like cut your phone off and just hung up on you?
Yeah, well, every time I call into Howard, I'm worried that I'm gonna get hung up on. I mean, not for plugging, but I don't know. I always just think in any second I could get hung up on. I mean, it always happens. He wants to go, he just ends it. But I was surprised he left me on, and then even after I said that I started to say we have a great lineup on Thursdays because I wanted to mention High Pitch's show, but then he was like, all right, we've heard enough, and then I snuck in the name of the show, and then he repeated it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome too.
Yeah, hope it attracts listeners to us.
Yeah, let's play that one more time.
Oh, we got that, huh?
Yeah, 8-3, I believe.
Lineup on this place on Thursday night is great.
All right. Enough of that. Okay, thank you, Matt.
He's doing a commercial
Yeah.
for himself.
Big deal. You're on the internet doing a show.
That's kind of cool. On hold with Matt and Jesse.
All right. We got your commercial in. On hold with Matt and Jesse. Go find that on the internet.
Hey, there's some people that don't know where to find him.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, it's just crazy how this has come to this after one or four quick phone calls one morning, and Jay just tear me a new asshole, and it's funny because there's one call I was listening to where Christina, his co-host, said that Jesse's been fucking their show every day, but really Jay's the one that kind of fucked himself because he's the one that did this rant, and it's gotten, I mean, it's turned into a monster.
Jay fucked himself by continuing. I mean, actually, the one where I mentioned Jody, where they're talking about Jody Arias, where John Lieberman was on, he kind of laughed after, which notice I didn't call back in that day. But the other times, I don't know. The one we're gonna play it, I think, in a little while, where I got on, where he took 2 calls in a row from me. I mean, the second I said Jesse, you can hear it in his voice.
That's actually the first ones that started it.
I thought people had done it the week before that.
No,
that wasn't until 3 weeks after. I thought.
No. There was the second week after, and that was the day after I kind of put the word out on Stern Nation, and you were the first 2.
Oh wow!
Back calls.
I thought it had been ongoing. What do I know?
No, you actually popped that cherry, man.
I love with Jay Thomas. I love when he gets mad and when he wants to get rid of a caller. Get rid of him. Get rid of him, Al. Get rid of him. Like that panic in his voice makes me want to just call him 20 times a show.
Yeah. Well, let's play those 2, B1 and B2. We might as well play them back to back.
Right.
Cool.
Matt of Massachusetts. Yes, Matt. It's Jay.
Hey, what's going on, Jay?
Yes, Matt. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
By the way, Shuli, there's a show called Stern Nation that loves you. It's a podcast, but Jay, how come you haven't had Jesse from San Diego on lately? He seems to be like the best caller, and just haven't heard from him at all.
Get rid of this guy. Get rid of him. Get rid of him now, Al. Immediately get rid of him. Thank you. Let's go to Rex, who's in Maine. By the way, what were your parents thinking naming you Rex? Either you're a German Shepherd or they thought you were going to be king one day.
Maybe he's a big guy with little arms.
Yeah, Rex.
Well,
when they name you Rex. Yeah,
my grandfather got killed a couple days before I was born, and Jesse from San Diego.
All right. Get rid of him. Get rid of that guy.
Rest in peace to your grandfather, sir.
So Jesse of San Diego, you're in even worse fucking trouble now. Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. You were banned before.
Now we're going to come find you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Chris Dorner was coming to get you. I got to find someone else now. Okay? All right? They got him, and I'm going to have to help get somebody else. What I do is I get people that are looking for you, and then the police think they're doing something else, so it'll never come back to me.
Did you, by the way, did you hear the
Yeah.
prank call that was made?
Let's go to Ryan of New Hampshire. Another hard-hitting Jay Thomas show. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, with the Jody Arias, you've never seen someone incriminate themselves. It's like Casey Anthony. I mean, she was on the stand saying that you, Jay, should eat out Jesse from San Diego's asshole.
All right. Get rid of his asshole. Get rid of him. You know what? I knew I was one phone call away.
Yeah,
John Lieberman, thank you very much.
3 hours.
Yeah, well, the one before it was I obviously Rex was for Stephosaurus Rex, but I very well couldn't say my name was Stephosaurus, but that was an homage to the wonderful host of Stern Nation, which hope everyone listens to at 8:30 tonight. Great show.
Crowbar in the plug. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, what I loved about that Jody Arias one though is how you said that she said that Jay Thomas should eat my asshole.
Well, I had to work it in a way where he wasn't gonna. I wanted him to like be paying attention and slide it in there before he could hang up on me.
Yeah, that was a classic.
I actually thought, on that one while I was on hold, I actually thought I was gonna. I thought about commenting on Jody Arias because I actually have been following that despicable bitch, but I don't know. I'm more for the cause of annoying Jay than voicing my opinion about her. I mean, what did she do? Stab somebody? Like, stabbed her boyfriend like 30 times, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, and first of all, he liked to call her like dirty names. Like one of the things he liked to call her was a 3-hole wonder.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I wonder if he regrets saying that now because she decided to make him a 30-hole wonder.
Yeah.
You know, she shot him, she slashed his throat, and stabbed him 29 times.
And then went and saw one of his friends like 24 hours later, or less than 24 hours later.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This isn't Jane Velez Mitchell, so.
Well, I gotta say, I've been following the trial too, but the biggest reason why is because of John Lieberman being on there.
Is he on there? Is he on Jane Velez Mitchell every single night?
Nah, I'd say about 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's funny. The first time I saw him on there was, I think, when the day Poopgate started, and I'm like, this guy was walking around with bags of shit trying to collect samples from everybody at Howard Stern, and like an hour and a half later he crosses the street to the HLN building. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to the street where Sirius is on in New York, but the HLN building, you could probably throw a rock at it. It's on the other side of the road from where Sirius is, so he doesn't have a far walk to there. But
yeah,
I mean, talk about night and day. Like, he's an actual reporter on there.
Now, speaking of phone horror, I actually did try to call into that show one time.
I thought you always tried to call into there. No,
just once. And
yeah,
I was thinking,
I think they plant phone calls there. Like, I think they just put the number out to make it seem like it's people like watching from home. Because I don't know, I don't try all the time, but I've tried to call into Nancy Grace and to Dr. Drew, and never even got a person on the phone. So I don't know. I gotta think that they're not live, and they're like, they know who's gonna call in. I just don't think people sitting at home can call in, but maybe I'm wrong. Someone should ask Lieberman sometime.
yeah, well, the way I thought it was, because I called in. I mean, they put you on hold right away, but then they tell you that all their call screeners are busy. You know, and like it seems like every few minutes they chime that in, and they give the option to leave a voicemail instead. But I never got.
I can't imagine they have more callers trying to get in there than they do to Howard. And even when Howard's phones are busy, like, you will get through at some point. It's just that's just, I don't know. As someone that's called into shows for the last 20 years, I smell something fishy when you can never get a person on the phone.
Yeah, but oh, sorry, I forgot to mute that.
You got the little control thing, don't you?
Yeah, I forgot about it though.
Yeah, it's a professional broadcast. Can't be coughing on the air.
Well, not till later.
Right.
But yeah, I want to get back to how this Jay thing's just been getting crazier and crazier. Like after Howard played it on his show, people started calling in to Jay's show on his other channel, on that channel 104, and like the first one that I heard was Sean Arsenal calling in, and they were talking about Tom Brady signing that new deal, that contract extension, and then Sean at the very end of it just fucked Jay over, and Jay actually got pissed off, and he must have looked at the screen, and he saw your name and started cussing you out. So
yeah, well, that was funny because I never ever listened to Jay on Stars, and randomly that day I put it on, and I put it on just as I heard somebody else, I thought, before Sean say that, but I put it on and I was like, all right, I gotta call in, and I got on hold, and he mentioned my name. I was like, I thought I was on the air, like I was talking to nobody, obviously, but I thought I was on when he mentioned Matt. So that was weird.
Yeah,
I can't imagine he's got too many listeners on Stars. I don't know.
Let's play that one if we can. C1.
Yes, I believe that they can hide the money. Not every team can, but the Patriots can. So
he
did a nice thing.
Somehow. They'll pay him somehow down the road. But now they got cap room. You know, they can sign Jesse from San Diego.
Right, exactly. I love him. You know, I was beginning to wonder why this guy gave a shit. Now I know. Okay, Matt, let me tell you something, pal. Here's the difference between you and me. You had one fucking joke. No, you're done for a lifetime. You have absolutely nothing else. That you will never be more powerful than you have been in the last 18 seconds.
Who's Matt?
Yeah, Sean. Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. I already forgot it.
Yeah, and then, I mean, what made this even better was, and I never thought this would happen, but someone actually wrote a song about me, and Jay, like, at first they started playing it, and Jay got mad at first, but then he had to laugh at it, and he's like, "Nah, go ahead, keep playing it." So let's play that one, C2.
Real quick, Sean
okay.
Arsenault, if you're listening, call in because I want to ask you about that call.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Oh, Christina, say a prayer for Jay. Jesse's back on the
Come on,
line.
Jay. I love your show.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
To call in and get on the air. He calls Howard, Martha Stewart, and LQ, yeah. Jesse.
Stop this.
Jay won't take your call.
You know what? Turn it up. What is this? I never heard this.
He wants you to crash in your car and burn alive. No, Jesse.
Biggs in Boston.
Waiting on home and bragging to all your friends. No more Sam Malone sitting on your phone listening about Murphy Brown, Fantasy Island, and Santa Claus too. Derek, keep reminding Jay. He calls in every day and jerks off to his calls. Ira, keep reminding Jay how he'll fucking lose his mind if he sees his name on the screen. Jesse!
Jesus.
Jay won't take your calls no more. No, Jesse. He wants you to suffer the same fate as Eddie LeBeck. No, Jesse.
Wow.
Don't grab your phone. Don't attempt to make the call. No more Sam Malone, David Letterman football. Yeah, cheers, or one more Mindy, or the Stones Opus.
Wow.
It's all over for you, Jesse.
How long is it, Garrett?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
30 more seconds. Good.
Jesse! Jesse! We know you're out there listening. No more calls for you. No more Santa Claus 2 or 3. No, Jesse.
Wow.
Who wrote that and sang it?
Biggs in Boston.
That's
That
awesome.
is great. That's really good. I mean, that's fantastic. I really can't stand that prick, and I just heard Howard talking about me, I guess, yesterday.
yeah. Right. I got to give a shout out to Biggs in Boston for that one, man. That was awesome.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, Biggs in Boston's who did that?
Yeah.
Boy, that's an opus.
I just never thought that would ever happen. And and then Jay right afterwards, he gets into this disturbed, like he's seething. You could tell he's just seething piss, and he goes off into another rant. We can finish that one off. C3.
Who wrote that and sang it?
Biggs in Boston.
That's
That
awesome.
is great. That's really good. I mean, that's fantastic. I really can't stand that prick, and I just heard Howard talking about me, I guess, yesterday, but I hate these people that just keep fucking calling, and he calls every show, and it denigrates your, importance, that's all. It's like, I'm glad I don't have the same assholes that call every fucking show, that's all, this fucking prick, and now they're singing songs about the prick. So what's happened now is it's become more of a problem. And here's the other sad thing. It isn't a joke with me. And if you let him call in and talk, Garrett, he's fucking boring. If he were talented or something, or funny, it'd be interesting, right? Anything. But he's nothing. He's truly a nothing. And so now, It's like I have a fucking wart that they're afraid to cut off.
Oh man,
He is such an asshole.
Yeah, it's just great because it's funny now when I get off of work, I get in my car. I've never turned from 101 and 102, except during the football season sometimes. But now I'm going on 104 to listen to Jay's show, and anytime he picks up a call, it's like, ooh, is this one gonna be one too? Like,
Why? What's on 102 or 103 during the football season?
oh no, I don't go to those channels. No,
I thought you said the only time you put on 102 was during the football season. I didn't know if there was some kind of show on there.
no, I said the only time I changed from 100.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I said 102.
I heard you wrong.
Yeah.
This makes for great radio when I'm asking you the wrong question.
I thought 103 was the Playboy channel.
Yeah. Oh, don't act like you don't know. Like it's not programmed in, Vicky. Come on.
No, it's not. I asked somebody if it was available. They told me it was the Playboy channel. So I'm gonna have to look for another number for my aspirations.
Yeah. Well, I think since XM and Sirius merged, there's I think it's Spice or something. It's pretty ridiculous.
But yeah, there was one day I was driving home, and I mean, after the song, I was thinking, what's next? And some guy calls in with a F, Marry, Kill game, and totally. Now, earlier, I guess there's another caller who tried to play some kind of trivia game, and it was a total train wreck, and Jay ended up getting rid of him and cussed him out. And then this guy called in with the F, Marry, Kill game, and I mean, Jay bit it hook, line, and sinker, and we could play that one.
I'm surprised he even played the game.
Yeah, oh, he was all excited. So.
He's excited that anybody calls into his show. Like, it's funny. I don't listen very often, but the few times I have, like, I've never, ever had a problem getting on. Even after he knew who I was, and when I got him with that Jody Arias call, it was from my, like, regular phone that I call in all the time, so they don't have any kind of caller ID where they save numbers, obviously, which is good for us that like to drive Jay nuts.
Yeah, so let's play that call. Is it C4?
Let's go to Pete, who is in Valley Stream. Hi, Pete. New York. Yes, Pete of Valley Stream. Yes, sir. Not line 2, please.
I don't want to upset you, but I just want to see how deep your hatred is. We're gonna play a game. Fuck, marry, kill. You gotta be straight up. All right.
Fuck, marry, kill. How does that work?
All right. I'm gonna name 3 people. One you gotta fuck, one you're gonna marry, and one you gotta kill.
All right. Wait a minute. Now, I hope Terry, the trivia guy, is listening, because this is a lot better than the fucking
great. I like this
piece of fucking shit you're writing. Fuck, marry, kill. We're gonna play a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill. Hold on.
Ready?
Let me get I got a pen.
Stream. Fucking
Here
great.
we go. Now remember, Pete, they have to be over 21. Okay.
Oh, they sure are. Now,
okay. Okay.
I know you're heterosexual, but this is a gay one.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Comes Young Sim or whatever that North Korean president is.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. That's the first one. The second one is that Sandusky guy.
Right.
And the third one is Jesse from San Diego.
Jesse from San Diego?
All right.
Well,
so I'm gonna let
you know what? I can't. There's no choice here.
Why not? Come on.
This sounds like a game only I should be playing.
No, you know what? It's like
no, it's gay.
And Kevin.
It's gay. Yeah.
No, but you don't like any of them, and you hope they're all dead.
Well,
you marry Sandusky because he's in jail, and he's going to
You can
die
marry
soon.
him. That's a good one. You can marry him, so you don't have to touch him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Who would want to fuck
What? But
Jerry
it doesn't make any sense.
It sure does.
And then you fuck Jesse from San Diego because he needs it.
Because he fucks us
Who's
every
Jesse?
day.
He's a guy that calls up every show and called this show up, and I told him not to call.
Okay.
And Howard ran the tape of it.
Goodbye, Jay.
Goodbye. You're terrible.
Oh,
You're
that was
probably
a
Jesse.
disappointment.
You're from Jesse. You're Jesse of San Diego, probably.
Oh man, that's a riot, man.
That is great. Who would ever think to call in to him with a F, marry, kill, though? I guess that's a perfect way to crowbar your name in.
Dude, you know what I was thinking the other day? That would be awesome. If someone were to call into a show someday and just start going, Baba Booey, Jesse from San Diego's penis, Matt from Mass's the sphincter, you know.
Well, he's on tomorrow morning. I think you should call in.
Yeah,
You can't say it's you, but once you get on the air, you could sabotage him. Hey, it's Jesse. That'd be funny. You know he'd get pissed.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I go to work right when the show starts. Like I'm clocking in.
Right.
Oh wow. Chris from Zona is calling my cell phone.
He's calling your cell phone?
Yeah, hold on real quick. Hold on, let me mute real quick.
You gonna answer it on the air? So it was a good week for calls anyways. There was Johnny Fratto snoring, which was hilarious. And the best part about that is that they'll leave the call up, and during the commercials, you'll just hear snoring over Johnny's voice. That kills me. I don't know how anyone does that. I mean, I guess when you're on the West Coast, if you want to hear the show live, you got to be up at 3 in.the.morning, and Johnny's on there talking to Eric, who can put people to sleep, but not me. I am an Eric the actor, Eric the midget fan.
Could you you didn't hear any of that, did you?
No.
All right, cool. Mute button worked.
I should hope so.
I didn't forget. Yeah, he said he's calling in right now.
All right.
Chris from Zona's one name that always stuck out. I've heard him. I mean, he must have been calling in to Sirius shows since Howard's been on, because I think he was a caller to Riley from the get-go. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah,
I've heard him for years.
Actually, he said he started off on calling the Pharrell show exclusively.
That's right. That's probably where I heard him then. But Pharrell got to, I think he started like maybe 4 months after Howard started at Sirius, so it's pretty close to the start of all this.
Yeah, that guy's. Oh, wait a minute.
I wonder where he is. I don't see any calls coming in.
Yeah, I'd be seeing it too, I would think, but
let's see. Do we have any calls from him that we can queue up while we wait? In the Dropbox. Oh yeah, we do. We've got Chris from Zona on Riley. A couple of them I can start running.
Now I'm gonna give away a secret. Chris told me that. I mean, I was telling him I love how on Riley I call in every single week and say the same thing pretty much. I'll call in and say, yeah, Riley, they need to give you more time, and I make it sound like that there's 50 of us that email Tim Sabian, but Chris he told me like 6 questions that he rotates asking Riley. So any question you hear him ask Riley, he's probably asked 20, 30 times before, and they don't even notice. I can't imagine I wouldn't pick up on that if somebody called in here, and I wouldn't remember that they've asked a question before, but who knows? I'm not Riley.
Yeah, the last time he called in, he asked, and he's always like real polite, and he sounds so interested in the topics, and yeah, he called in about the water people. Was it the Neptunians? And I could have swore I heard that question before. And
you did?
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on.
Who are the Neptunians? I thought the water people were the Targzishians. I don't know the Riley lingo, I guess, as good as I should. I've never read The Coming of Tan or whatever his book is called.
Should I cue it up?
Yeah, why not? Let's hear it.
All right.
Chris is always an interesting caller, for sure.
Hello, Chris from Arizona.
That scream is
That was a big one.
Get me wrong. How are you guys doing?
Okay, Chris.
Good. I happen to agree with Jesse from San Diego and Madden Mass about getting you guys more time on the air. That is a bunch of BS that they are considering Bubba the Local Sponge to bring him back for 5 days a week.
Yeah, well, I'm not mad at Bubba the Love Sponge. He's good for those who love him, and I've got nothing against him. But I still think they have plenty of free time that they could give me some more time on the air. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I also wanted to ask about Skyracers.
Okay.
I heard you only talk about the Skyracers, so I was wondering if there was other kinds of ships that they have, or is that the only kind of ship that they do have?
Well, no. The one I rode on is called the X6. The X6, and with it were X4s, the smaller ships, X4s. The Skyraker is just like the X6. It's hyperspace capable. They can go into hyperspace. Also, they are big, anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 to 3.5 miles across. And they can run intergalactic. That is, there are Skyrakers even now on the way to Andromeda, a galaxy and things of that nature. But, they have many different kinds of ships, really do. Most of them are the classical saucer shape. While the Targisians, the reptilians, they have the big boomerangs, V-shaped ships and what have you. And
you know what we should? I wish there was a way to go back to like each time he asked that question and see if Riley gave the same answer. Who knows? And you know what? While he's talking about free time, or Sirius has plenty of time, they might have more time because Back Office Radio wasn't on today, which I was friggin' pissed at.
Yeah.
How they can cancel that show. Steve Brandano, I bet, is a big reason. I know this isn't what this is supposed to be about, but I was livid when I saw this date in Howard History was on at 3.
When's that Jamaican block party? Is that this weekend or next weekend?
Vicky, aren't you going to it?
Okay. Because I was going to say, maybe they didn't do it because of that, but it's a week off.
That's what I was thinking. There's so much on their plates. They help all the other shows. They help Howard. They've got this block party coming up next week. People just tend to assume that they're not working unless they're being actively heard on the air, and maybe they just decided they needed to chill for a week so that they could pay attention to Howard's things and stuff. But I mean, I hope I'm right. You guys know their tweeting habits and such more than I do, but most of the time, I mean, I'm not even able to look at Twitter, let alone respond to it, so they could very well just not even...
Well, according...
I hope so.
According to people in the Stern Facebook superfans, the only thing Jason responded to with all the people tweeting him was peace and love, peace and love. I mean, if they were just taking a week off, I would think they would have played a past episode. So I'm sure Stern Nation is gonna go over this tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We should probably figure out where Chris is, or maybe we could call this podcast episode 1 and be done with it since we hit it a little early. Or
here's Chris again. Get him on speaker. Hello, Chris.
Great. He must think that he's.
Can you guys put me in this way or no?
Let him know he's
What?
on the air.
Wait, hold on.
No, he sounds bad.
Why would he call your phone to? Jesus.
Okay, say something, Chris.
He's taking too much of those bong rips.
You gotta let him know he's on the air.
Yeah.
But tell him he needs to call the other number.
Well, he keeps saying it's busy. Chris, you're on the air.
Why does that keep happening?
That's weird. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Chris on the other line.
He's calling the phone number and it's busy?
Yeah, he called the phone number and it was busy.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
I was looking forward to taking like a dueling bong rip session with him.
I know.
Here, Here, Chris, take another bong rip and let me see if I can get it louder.
Ah, this is great.
This is great radio.
That's for you, Mr. Martin. What do you use, Mr. Riley?
All right, now I'm gonna do mine. Hold on, real quick. Let's see.
Very, very nice.
Oh shit! I almost passed out on that one.
I just took a sip of water. That's what I'll do on the air.
Yeah, you're. Oh man, you're hardcore.
All right, well, listen, I just tested, and I'm able to get a ring. I don't know why it's busy for him.
Chris, do you have to dial a 1 first? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's tell him to give it one more try, and if he can't get through, we'll put an end to this because I don't think he's coming through very well.
Okay. Hey, Chris, go ahead and try one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll just have to get you another time after.
I didn't think that him on the speakerphone was going to sound very good at all on the air, but
all right, but call back.
I'm not an engineer either.
Try one more time. She's waiting on it. All right. That's hilarious. Yeah, I actually plugged in some speakers to the phone on the bong rip.
Oh, nice.
So, get that nice loud effect. Oh man, my head hurts.
I'll bet. I would be out of my mind if I took a bong rip. I haven't hit a bong in years. I probably wouldn't be saying anything either because I would be so confused. Enough confusion tonight.
Yeah, I've been getting high so long, people can't tell that I'm high. Like, you know.
They think something was up if you weren't?
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong?
Let me check
my phone's blowing up with Jackie Martling emails.
I wonder if his call is... You know what? I told it to block calls that are hidden. Tell him to try one more time.
Really?
Maybe his call is blocked or something. Yeah, that could be it.
Oh, really? So people can't call in if they have a...
Well, he called it. Well, he called in last week, though.
Yeah, but the number was popping up when he was doing it.
Oh,
so...
shit, I didn't unblock him.
That's
denied.
We'll get him next time.
Denied.
Oh, you know what? Unblock him. I'll tell him to call back.
I'm sure he's listening.
No, I don't know if he is, but here, I'm going to go off real quick and then.
Wonder what High Pitch is doing for tonight. He's gonna hit on all the interesting sports topics again. Who knows? But I'd like to get if Dr. Ivan's out there listening, I'd like to thank him for doing such a great job on that picture of us. That guy's amazing. How he does that so fast, who knows?
Yeah, that's genius.
Yeah, he I don't know. Is it like I took that picture and sent it?
There he is.
You can hear a ring on the air, huh?
It's Chris, yeah.
That's him calling?
Yeah.
That's me calling him.
Oh, no kidding.
Calling him, okay.
It showed him calling, but he didn't give it long enough for me to answer. Man, what a stoner. Come on. Get it together, Chris.
Probably passed out in the corner right
forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Chris is on the floor.
Chris, call back. No.
That's great.
You call each other at the same time. That's funny. This is cool. Hey, this show's all about the callers, right?
He must smoke so much weed if he's taking bong rips every time he calls in. Calling him back, huh?
Hello, this is Chris.
Yeah. Chris, it's us.
Hey,
What's up, Chris?
You're on
hey,
hold.
how you guys? Yeah, I'm on hold.
Oh, you're on the air.
Shake it up. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're great. Hey, Matt, why don't you match us with a big fat rip off your cigarette? Just kidding.
No, I'm in the house now. I don't smoke in the house.
Right on. So,
Chris.
yeah. So what's happening?
Well, we'd like to welcome you as the very first guest of our show, and the first.
Yes, welcome.
Well, yeah, thank you, man. So that's cool. I'm glad you guys got your own show now. It's going to work out great, I think. You guys are going to do good.
Hey, you got any questions about any Biovians or Tarzicians or Neptunians?
The Newtonians, well, you know, they got the purple stallion, and they give Riley Martin the food poisoning. That's why he's got a lot of food poisoning every once in a while. They send down some stale smoke.
Yeah, that's the best radio ever when Riley has food poisoning. But Chris, were you listening to the show? Were you just listening to the show when I was talking about what you do? With I'm right about that, right? That you have like 6 questions or something that you rotate through.
Yeah, that I just rotate through. It's the same 6 stuck questions pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And you just rotate them out. And every once in a while, there's an original question. If there's like something kind of cool he's talking about that Pacific night, and then I'll kind of get him to talk more about it or whatever. Just like when you and Matt call in, and then I kind of add to what you guys say.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's I say don't touch it. Ask the 6 same questions because what I was just saying is, I mean, not that I don't tape Riley, but if there was some way to like go back and compare the answers he's given you to those questions, I mean, he's probably got his bullshit down so good that he gave you the same answer.
Answer.
Well,
okay.
We gotta catch his answers when he's sick.
You can't understand him.
But hey, there's one thing I wanted to say since this show is about the callers and everything, and I was just thinking about how over the years how the show's evolved into what it's become, but I think the callers have also evolved over the years too. Like now we're at a point where we're getting in touch with each other, and it's like we have the same like respect for each other, all except for the one who we won't speak his name right now.
But there's a few people, but
like
the majority of people are kind of cool, and we are starting to bond together now.
Yeah, like there's that time where Chris is telling me he was a little bummed out. It's been a while that he's been on Howard's show, and was kind of wondering if the bong rips were just too much or whatever. And it was right around the time that Jason was put on that 30-day no weed challenge. And
right.
Right. And so I was chatting with Chris, and I told him, I said, hey, why don't you try this? Call in and call in as Jason's bong, and tell him that you're cheating on him. Since he's basically been neglecting him and stuff. And it was cool. He ended up. Sorry, stuttering. Chris, where did you end up calling to get that call out on? Was it the Superfan
I think
Roundtable?
it was the Superfan Roundtable. I was finally able to get that story out because I called into Howard like for a week. But Howard's always so busy and stuff. He ain't got time for the little people like me all the time.
Nah, he's weird about it. Who he'll take calls from. I mean, sometimes you'll just be. I've been lucky lately. I try calling in Tuesday and Wednesday, and I actually know why I didn't get on Tuesday because I was asking. I called in. I wanted to tell him how much I liked Back Office Radio last week.
Yeah.
But there seems to be theories going around that there's a gag order, which makes sense because neither Jason or Will said, there's no show this week. So I'm sure that's why he didn't pick me up Tuesday. But it goes through periods where he just will only take certain callers, I guess.
Well, I think here's my theory on it because this is what I've noticed that as long as you're fresh in his mind, the more you get on, the more he'll put you on. Like there was a while I like after the snoring call, I started hitting this mad streak where I was getting on at least 3 times a week, once a day. Once I got on twice a day or twice in the same day. And like up until the week of the block parties that came out here, I mean, I called into like 4 different shows that week to promote the block party. Even Jay's show. Jay was like, "Hey, it's 420. What are you going to do today?" And it's going to be 420 tonight. But after the block parties were over, I'm calling every day. Especially, man, I wanted to talk about Eric almost getting attacked or sexually molested by the black guy or whatever. But I hit us for 4 months. From August into the new year, I didn't get on at all. And I thought I was going to get the Bobo complex, but the thing that makes it like not so bad for me is I tell myself as long as I get on hold, I'm satisfied with that, And
Yeah.
And like right now, Matt's been all over the place with the plugs, and it's kind of fresh right now, and just like yesterday when Tommy from Malden called in, that was his first time calling in or getting on in a couple months himself. Yeah, I think it's when you're fresh in his head, that's when he picks up.
I think Tommy's calling into Stern Nation tonight. So
yeah.
Anyone that wants their Tommy from Malden fix, tune into Stern Nation at 8:30.
Oh, we all love Tommy from Malden.
Yeah. But I noticed that I used to get the Go-Go Complex a lot when I used to call Scotty Caroso.
Yeah.
Because there was a while there that Tim Sabian had everybody would post the notes not to take my calls because I do the long hits.
Tim Sabian was?
Yeah, Tim Sabian. There was like a year that I couldn't call the Scott Carell show unless I didn't call any other show that week. And, I usually call the Superfan Roundtable and Riley Martin.
Yeah.
So if I was to call any of those 2 shows, they wouldn't even pick up my phone call and put me on hold. They would just hang up on me.
And
really?
On hold exclusive.
I've never heard of that. I've never had that problem. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't. I didn't realize that was the problem.
Well, I finally got a hold of Lou on the Scotty show, and he was honest with me, and he told me what the deal was, that it was Mr. Sabian. Which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. I passed through all his tests, and he, finally got to the back of his mind, so the interns don't fuck with me no more. And I always give the interns respect when I call up and I get put on hold. That way, they know who I am and they'll pick up my calls.
Yeah, if you're rude to them, you'll get blackballed.
Dude, you're the most respected. Dude, Chris, you're the most respected pothead I've ever met, dude.
The most.
No doubt. Yeah, that's why I always get on the Chuck Zito show first, because, like, every once in a while, shows like that, they'll turn the phone line on early, but they won't pick it up until the show starts.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I could call like 15 minutes before the show even starts, and they already know who I am. They'll just say, "Hey, Chris, hold on." And then they won't even ask me what I want to talk about or nothing. They'll just put me right on hold.
Well, that's
But,
cool, man.
you know, that's why I'm not able to mess with Riley Martin too much, because, you know, my distinctive voice during, I can't say I'm somebody else. You know, they all know who I am.
Well, I'm sure Riley Martin doesn't have a problem with bong rips. Wasn't he in jail for a period for trying to smuggle marijuana or something?
Like 100 pounds or something.
Yeah, yeah.
600 pounds.
600
pounds.
Yeah, he was taking it to the cop shop, and the money he had on him, he only asked from the people to get gas money.
Nice.
He wasn't selling nothing.
He should have asked the Tarzicians to transport it for him.
Right.
Yeah, put it up on the audience ship and transport it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't he have immunity if he was really so powerful? Wouldn't he like not be able to get in trouble? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I'm trying to say if it. Not that I'm trying to come up with reasons of how all that's true.
Well, at least they could have done it, sprung him out, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we all know it's a bunch of bullshit. But, you know, that's all good, though. I'll put up with it. You know, it is kind of funny. I tell some funny stories, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, well, I was just, we got like 2 minutes left, so we're just going to.
All right.
Hey, I'm glad we got through the technical difficulties and got you on the air, because that was some pretty interesting inside stuff from the caller's perspective.
Yeah, we called you on the air. That was great. We left a voicemail.
I know. All right, well, here, I'll go out in style with you guys.
All right, we'll do it in stereo.
Oh, God. Do this again. This show will be on Sirius in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But, all right.
Hey, I'll talk to you guys later, man.
All right, thanks for getting on hold with us, man.
Yeah. All right, now, I'm going to do, hey, later, Chris. I'm going to do a line of Coke on the air. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, hell, that was
man,
great.
I thought that went pretty well. You know, we had a couple stumbles, but it's only our second time on air. And, hell, we're doing pretty good for the show not being 2 weeks old yet. So congratulations. And we'll note what to improve for next week. And I think that was phenomenal. So go ahead and close it out, and we'll get High Pitch on the air.
For all our big fans, we'll be off next week. So we'll return 2 weeks from tonight. I think that's the 28th, is it? The 28th it is.
And one more thing. Who's High Pitch? This is Eric Bleeman, motherfuckers. All
Do you have any twat cream? The High Pitch Eric Show.
All right.
High Pitch Eric Show is next, so stay tuned. Eric hits everything in the world of sports and the world in general.
And the news with DZ.
Join us on Codebase Radio every Friday for a big end-of-week party. Starting at 9 a.m. Eastern with the Weird and Wonderful Cover Tunes show, followed by the best in new music with Bob and Brian and Vitamin Sweet at 10 a.m. Get your retro groove on at 1 p.m. Eastern for a 3-hour blast back to the 1980s with your host, James Allen, and the 80s Rewind Show. Great 80s music, original movie trailers, TV themes, TV commercials, facts, trivia, and crazy retro fun to bring the atmosphere of the decade flooding back. Going out with a bang at 4 p.m. Eastern, the baby-faced Godfather Show with Adrian Pamilio smacks down with an explosive mix of fantastic music and engaging commentary. The best